So we want to wear sunglasses. I remember the one in Minneapolis after the Eagles beat the Patriots. It was 5 degrees and we had 2 seconds of sleep. Yeah. That was a rough one.
Nate's always fun. Last year was fun. There were dancers and
dancers is one way to say it, okay? It was South Beach. It was nuts.
At 6 in the morning, Shregs, we missed you for that one. Michael Robinson is here with us. We've got lots to talk about. I will, just to give everybody an idea of what the show will be today, we have Bucs Live press conferences. That means Bruce Arians and Tom Brady will be talking live. We'll bring you that this hour right here on NFL Network. But let's get to the highlights from Super Bowl 55.
Super Bowl 55, or as it will always be remembered, the opening act for the Equalizer. Yeah. Here we go.
Chris Noth was in the Equalizer.
That's right, he is.
Yeah.
All right, there's the king.
It was actually
Queens and Kings and Latifahs and Mahomes, and these two quarterbacks won the last 2 Super Bowls. Let's go! We're going to watch Clarice. All right, 3-0. The Chiefs are up, but that was it. The Chiefs always have a lead, and they would not have one for long in this one. Roberto Gronkowski. Get it from?
They forgot about
Arizona. That's right. He gets a touchdown early. It's 7-3. No big deal, though. You got the Chiefs. They never wait. Well, hold on a second. We got an interception by Tyrann Mathieu, so it's going to be a blowout for the Chiefs. No, wait.
Fast, my friend.
There was a really bad holding call.
You call it bad? You're allowed to call it just bad?
Terrible.
What Tom telling him? Call that right there.
I don't get fined. At least I don't think. Maybe I do. I got to check my direct deposits. I don't know. 7-3. It was a great night for the league. Now it's another touchdown for Gronkowski, and we have a badger and a goat barking. Chiefs bad offense. What? Was that a misprint? No. Chiefs bad offense. It didn't exist. I'm going to ruin it right now. They didn't score a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Whoa.
They didn't score a touchdown. 9 points. So Mahomes is, he's trying to do witchcraft and trying to throw sidearm in between his legs around his back. I have to tell you, Travis Kelce's body language all last night was sort of flat and defeated.
Getting hit.
He was, and he was getting covered. I know he had over 100 yards, empty calories. Antonio Brown just ran a nasty route right here in Tyrann Mathieu, who was all over it, but perfect route beats perfect coverage. And look at this. But Tyrann is usually such this jolly, happy figure. He was pissed. He puts a finger in Tom Brady's face and said, "Get back here, kid." He's screaming. He was flagged. All right, so they go to the locker room. Fine. Weekend does this thing. You come back out, and here's your blinding lights right here. Super Bowl Lenny gone. Mike, what'd you think of Leonard Fournette last night?
He was amazing.
He was, wasn't he?
Dominated the line of scrimmage. He didn't get touched on that one, guy.
28-9. Mahomes got touched a lot, and it's just a bunch of this. You think the miracle play is coming? Oh, Antoine Winfield Jr. Interception. He would be flagged late in the game for taunting. Said this morning, he said, "I have no regrets. I wanted to do it." He stuck the deuces in Tyreek's face.
He couldn't wait to do it.
He twice. I know.
He went double down.
You know what he said? He said, "Tyreek did a flip in our face last time. I wanted to do that."
Good. Makes sense.
31-9, 4th and 9. The throw of the night. Is this the best throw in history?
It might be the best throw in NFL history. That won't count. It's the best throw that won't count.
All right, we're going to get a better angle of it. We're going to talk about this all week, all offseason.
Crazy.
It won't count.
And it won't count. It'll never be remembered. We're going to try to keep it remembered. Pat, this is not your night, my friend.
You want to play that every day?
Yeah. Vanilla Gorilla, make a t-shirt. But Tom Brady won the Super Bowl for the 7th time. He's been to 10 of them. His family was there. They're beautiful. He's beautiful. The trophy's beautiful. And really, the final score was gorgeous for the Bucs. Straight up, objectively, they crushed the Kansas City Chiefs. This was never close. There was never a run. 31-9. Brady afterwards had a little Zoom sesh. We saw it coming. And then as he was doing a lot last night, Gronkowski was making cameos in other people's interviews.
Well, I think they're all special, and they're all it's been an amazing year. Amazing year. We got off to a good start, 7-2, and then had a little rough stretch where we kind of found our identity and played a lot better football down last December, January. And just really proud of all the guys, proud of all the coaches, the effort we put in. We knew we were playing a great football team tonight, and we got the job done. So you want to get this far, you got to get the job done, and we did it. We ended up getting the job done. You looking good over there, big boy. Robbie G. Robbie G. Congrats, baby. I'll see you later.
All right, Tom Brady, lots of winks. Maybe one for Super Bowl trophy. The thing is, she's got 7 now. Tom Brady, the franchise guys, has more Super Bowls than any other team in NFL history now, surpassing those Patriots. It's unbelievable. What does the Buccaneers win in Super Bowl 55, Peter, say about the Tom Brady effect? We've already talked about it a lot this morning. The text message, the accountability, all of that. The Bucs never once were not focused, and they were never going to let Mahomes win this game.
Yeah, I'm going to go into some of the notebook that I had for this week, and I'll tell a story that I don't think I've told on the air yet. And it goes back to February. I was at the Combine, and I'm talking to the Buccaneers front office at a lunch. And this is back when you used to have lunches with people in person, and it was wonderful. And I'm with several of the high-ranking guys, and I'm talking about Teddy Bridgewater and whether they would make a run after Teddy Bridgewater, who's going to be a free agent, and whether they should franchise Jameis. Tom Brady's name never came up. I find out after they signed Tom Brady that the days that I was having those lunches with those guys, they were up in the room and they were crafting out a plan to how they were going to acquire Tom Brady.
Really?
That in their heads, they were giving off the scent of Bridgewater, Winston, whatever.
That's who they wanted. That's who they targeted.
They believed that they could get Brady, and what they were going to do is they were going to pitch Brady on the following: Florida being an amazing place to live, Bruce Arians being an amazing coach to play for, a loving coach who will let you do as you please.
Sure.
And the crew that they built around, which was obviously Mike Evans and Godwin and O.J. Howard, but also the defense with Devin White and Levante David and Sue and Vea and Pierre-Paul. And they said, if we build it, he will come. And I'm not kidding. Around that building, they called it Operation Shoeless Joe.
What?
Based on the movie Field of Dreams. Operation Shoeless Joe. If we build it, he will come. If we build it, he will come. They pitched Brady, and beyond their wildest expectations, Brady was receptive and came to this mediocre franchise that hasn't been good since the early 2000s and said, I will grace you with my presence, and I will lift this team. The Brady effect is real. They recruited him. They pitched him. Shoeless Joe came, and last night they were looking around saying, is this heaven? Because that's what it was.
It's Tampa.
It's Tampa. An unbelievable acquisition, an unbelievable recruitment process, and against all odds, Brady chose leaving New England to go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who have been on primetime 4 times in the last 10 years. And Operation Shoeless Joe all worked out. Last night, I got texts from Jason Light, Mikey Greenberg, John Spytek, all the front office guys. They were at the aquarium in Tampa celebrating till 4 in the morning.
I love that.
With Ludacris.
Yeah, who was performing?
Ludacris and the Migos. The Migos or just Migos?
Migos.
I don't know. Sorry, guys.
They blouses on.
They were all there.
They're at the aquarium.
They were at the aquarium, and they were thinking, this really happened. Pinch me, it's real. Brady, that's the effect.
Wow.
Can take you from being a 7-9 team, always in mediocrity, to a Super Bowl winner. Operation Shoeless Joe worked out.
But they had talent. You know, they had talent. Yeah, they brought some pieces in, but it seemed like they made one big switch, the quarterback position, and, you know, their fortunes changed. I think Tom Brady injected a level of confidence into this organization, into this team. We talked about it earlier, him sending text messages to guys before the game, making sure everybody's on the same page when they were going through their rough spots, just keeping everybody down, managing everybody's expectations, keeping the goal at the forefront of everybody's minds. That's what Tom Brady brings to a team. That's the Tom Brady effect. That's that force multiplier. That's making everybody around him better. It's not like Tom Brady's going to run anywhere. It's not like he's going to, you know, be the Lamar Jackson, be the Cam Newton Superman. No, he's going to inject confidence in everybody else, make you play better than what you're accustomed to playing. And that's exactly what Tom Brady did. And that's what brought this team a championship, guys.
You're right. And the Brady effect, you know, we're seeing him sitting down in that Zoom session afterwards. And if you just took that in a vacuum, it's like, this pretty boy winking at people, I got the beautiful family, and I got more money than you, and I got the gorgeous wife, and like, I don't know if that is the guy in and of itself that you want to go into battle with. But then you get in that battle, and he's F-bombing guys on their faces and said, I'll fight you right now. Don't you dare come at me. And like, I'm going to chase you down, Tyrann Mathieu. We're going to go face mask to face mask with you, which like I already did with Frank Clark. Like, that's the guy. That's not the wink guy who has a moat around his house. And like, this is a guy who will actually fight. And you know what? Later in the game, when Antoine Winfield Jr. is also doing it, it's because they take the vibe from that guy. We're going to look good, feel good, we're going to make a ton of money, and then we're going to beat the crap out of you on the field. Like this right here. So Winfield gets flagged for this.
Here we go.
He gets right in Tyreek. He puts the deuces right in his bleeping face. And he said afterwards, and look, Tony and Nance on the call are saying, we don't respect that, and I get it. After Winfield says, you know, last time we played them, he did a backflip into the end zone. I regret nothing. In our building, I'm going to do that again. I would do it again. I think some of that is the Brady effect, that like feel good, play good, fight good, and I think that comes from him.
It's true. What confidence allows, I don't know if it's like, for me personally, professionally, when I feel confident, it's fearlessness that it causes. And that's what happens. And that's why you felt the Bucs last night. As a viewer, I can only speak to it as a fan. They seized control, and at no point of the game did I think the Chiefs were coming back in it. And that's the Brady effect to me, I think, as a viewer. And that's why I asked you, Kyle, in the 5 a.m. meeting, like, did you think they were going to come back? Were you waiting for this Chiefs team to, like, the body language, all of it was off for me? Because I think the Chiefs also knew this is not Josh Allen.
It's different.
This is not Deshaun Watson. This is not Ryan Tannehill. This is not Jimmy Garoppolo. When those quarterbacks are in, because of the greatness of Patrick Mahomes, the scheming of Andy Reid and Spagnuolo on the other side, there's a different feeling like they can figure this out. That's the Tom Brady effect to me, Peter Schrager, and watching this game thinking, no, this is Tom. Tom's going to not only be confident and do his thing and not make mistakes, but he's also going to instill the confidence that's going to cause fearlessness on both sides of the ball that we saw. They weren't scared to do anything all game long, and we saw the swagger, the body language, all of it. And that's what we've seen for 2 months because of Tom Brady instilling that. That's the effect.
There wasn't going to be a 28-3 against Tom Brady. It just doesn't happen. And their confidence leaned on their defense. But you're right, Kay. 21-29, didn't throw for 500 yards, but does not make mistakes and just plays the game.
Peter, you're saying that Jason Light is Ray Kinsella in a cornfield, ease his pain? Because, you know, once they get Shoeless Joe back, he brings all his other friends.
Hey,
and that's
what?
Gronk, and that's AB.
Guess what? The way it ended in New England, ease his pain might be the right words.
Hello.